Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is November 3rd, 2024, and today I'm going to quickly tell you why I believe Bitcoin has bottomed in this downwards and sideways consolidation, and what we can expect from altcoins based off of the high time frame view. If that all sounds interesting to you, then watch until the very end. Hope everyone's having a great day. You can expect more frequent updates from me when the market's moving, when the market's actually making decisive moves like we are seeing right now. All right, this is extremely exciting. Let's start with Bitcoin as per usual. And here I put on my new count. Yesterday's video, I had a count showing you where I thought the consolidation was going and why I thought it was going in that way. Now, word of advice, or sort of a proviso, if you will, consolidation is corrective price action. Corrective price action by nature is capricious, by nature is unpredictable. By nature, there's so many different permutations and combinations that you can get. Doesn't necessarily mean the analyst is bad. It just means that there's a wide range of probabilities, wide range of possibilities, smaller range of probabilities, and it's up to the analyst to figure out what's more highly probable. Okay, why am I saying that Bitcoin's likely bottomed? It goes, it comes from what I said yesterday about this level right here. I didn't know that we were going to hit this level in this way, but that's not as important as the fact that we came down to this level. We took liquidity from the level I thought we were going to take liquidity from. And with that being said, we move on from there. Okay, what is this level right here? Why am I saying this is likely a Bitcoin bottom? Well, it goes from what I was saying yesterday, how this right here, this dotted line on my chart, and let's zoom out for those of you who are new to the channel. Welcome, new subscribers. Welcome to everybody who has been subscribed for a while. I appreciate your support. I drew this channel in years ago, quite literally years ago, as Bitcoin began matriculating to the upside. As you can see, this blue channel sort of confines or tracks Bitcoin's matriculation to the upside, and it's typical in Elliott wave analysis that Elliott wave analysts or Ellioticians channel price action. Okay, so I believe that this is indeed part of Bitcoin's move to the upside. In this channel, you could see that we broke up and out of the channel, but we came back in it, tested the bottom of the channel, and what you're seeing here is the midline. So for those of you who are new to my channel, three very important aspects to every channel. A lot of people, they will talk to you about the support and the resistance, but just as important is the midline of the channel. Okay, and so when you zoom back in to the smaller time frames, that midline is what we broke through on this move here. And having broken through the midline, it's very important to retest it. Okay, and so that happened. We broke through, we retested. Now this is after a 12-day sideways consolidation, right? So we consolidated for 12 days, retested. I think it was a seven-month descending broadening wedge, okay? And from there, moved up and through the midline of multi-year midline, retested it, popped down below it, like I said we were likely to do, right? And that's what the market typically does to get liquidity. It traps the shorts and it traps the longs. People who are long thinking, oh, this is a strong support level because it's a multi-year support that we just broke through. We're likely to find support on it, as, you know, like so, like right here, boom, strong bounce. It's unlikely that we're going to come below it. Those amateurs, and there's no disrespect in my calling them amateurs, right? It's just, you know, people who are new to the market, people who haven't studied markets, amateurs. I've been there before. It's kind of like a rite of passage. you put your stops right below this support, and the market took that liquidity, okay? And for the people that are short thinking, ooh, I knew it, Bitcoin's going to zero, it came below this important support level, and they were emboldened in going into their shorts over here, and then Bitcoin's like, psych, gotcha bitch, took their money as well. Okay, so this is a common move. I talked about it in yesterday's video. It's called a Wyckoff spring. You typically see this a move below in the Wyckoff accumulation, below the lowest perceived support. Okay, and so that's what happened. So the way I'm counting this, as per Ralph Nelson Elliott's AB base, right? My 2 degrees of AB basing, I see 1 degree of AB basing. Okay, so that's one pair of corrective price action. That's a zigzag, 5 waves up, 3 waves down. This is my second pair, 3 waves up, 3 waves down. Okay, that's clearly a flat correction, and then I have a mini flat correction here. Okay, so I have, once again, 1, 2, 3 pairs of corrective moves. What I should get from here is a move up and out, and then a retest, once again, of this ever so important level. That's what I'm seeing on the charts. This is why I'm saying Bitcoin is likely bottom, because we've already grabbed the liquidity from, and I'm sure if you look, I'm not the type, but I know some analysts love to look at liquidity heat maps, basically open interest, how many people were stopped out, how many people were liquidated. I'm sure if you look at those, you'll see a ton of people were got both on the long and short side on multiple exchanges at this level, given that we came down to this level. I thought we were going to come to this level, not in this way, but we came down to this level. Given that we came to this level, I think now we move up from here, and this is indeed the bottom in Bitcoin. All right, I also like it given what I'm seeing on my stochastic RSI momentum indicators. I'm seeing some strong bullish divergence. That's exactly what I was talking about yesterday. You're going to see bullish divergence. Typically in these big moves, the beginning of the move shows you strong bullish divergence. Basically, what does that mean? That means on the chart, you make a lower low, right? So here is a low. Here is a lower low, right? On the stochastic RSI momentum indicator, you have a low and you have an even low. That is bullishly divergent, right? Because the divergence is basically that the momentum is higher than the actual price on the chart. Okay, so that's confirmed because these K and D lines are crossed right here. So this is on the 4-hourly time frame. This is significant. So you have strong confirmed bullish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame. That's exactly what you see at bottoms. I do believe that this is a bottom. Now, just because we have strong confirmed bullish divergence doesn't necessarily mean 100% it's going to go up, but it's likely. That's another piece of the puzzle. That's another sort of piece of evidence, okay? If indeed Bitcoin is going up from here, what can we expect from altcoins? Glad you asked. Altcoins, as per our Bitcoin dominance, may also start to wake up. Sorry, 1 second. Let me fix my chart. I hate when it does this. All right, here we go. So zoom out on this real quick. So here you can see there is a resistance. It doesn't look like much because, I mean, this chart has been going up and up and up in this ending diagonal that seems to last forever. But there is a resistance here, as you can see, okay? A resistance on this Bitcoin dominance chart that we're hitting right now. There should be some sort of reaction to this resistance because it's been resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. This would be the 5th time on the weekly time frame that you've hit this resistance, this white line I've just put through. Obviously, you're also dealing with the larger, more important resistance, a multi-year resistance that Bitcoin dominance has wicked through. Okay, so at some point in time, all coins are going to start to go downwards. That indicates alt season. That indicates a proper crypto bull run. Okay, the total 3. This is really what I wanted to talk about. Okay, really important. If you zoom out, and not a lot of people do, but if you zoom out, here are the conclusions you'll come to. At this point in time, November 3rd, 2024, we are at a point that is finally finished with consolidation of the August lows. Furthermore, the last time we were up, how do I say this? Furthermore, we came from highs in March. This happened in March, top in March. Came down in this impulse right here. Actually, this impulse ended right here. That is the orthodox low of that impulsive move. It's a move like that. It's a flat correction, but it's a nasty flat correction to the downside. Okay, or you could say it's. Can you say it's a? It may be a type of zigzag right here. 5, 3, 5. Okay, very nasty, very nasty. In any case, from here on the daily time frame, this is my count. 1 degree of AB basing, 2 degrees of AB basing, 5 waves up, combo 3 waves down, 3 degrees of AB basing. That is 2 degrees of AB basing in a pivot, or 3 pairs of corrective waves completing the corrective consolidation, the Wyckoff accumulation, the 2 degrees of AB basing in a pivot, completing the corrective phase of accumulation that one has to undergo after a markdown before a subsequent markup. This is what I'm seeing on the total 3, okay? And actually, I'm going to show you a few examples in some altcoins just to really hammer this home. Again, remember, March, declension. August, low. From August until now, November, early November, we've been accumulating. That is what's been going on. This is what you should be seeing in your charts, all right? Let's look at this on the higher time frames, okay? So again, staying on the high time frames, because this is really what you want to do, I think, in these larger moves to get context. If you're too sort of myopic on the small time frames, it's easy to miss the forest for the trees, and sometimes you may forget what's going on, and it's easy to misread, right? It's easy to misread. Again, Blur, as an example, March started declining. So the March declension, August, well, Blur was particularly bullish, but it actually made a lower low, but you would say this is a nominal low. The orthodox low actually happened in July. In any case, I start counting my 2 degrees of AB basing and a pivot in Blur from here. A, B on the high time frame. So that's 1, 2. This is my 3. So it's 5. So look at this actually. It's actually really nice and Blur. You can see it really easily. What do you see? You see a quintessential inverse head and shoulders bullish reversal pattern on the higher time frame, a breakout of that bullish reversal pattern, and a beautiful double retest. That's all you see. In terms of a pattern trader, that's what they see. They would then say, oh, that looks very viable, that looks live, that looks legit for a move up. My target is all the way up here, which is typically going to be the height of this inverse head and shoulders superimposed from the side of breakout, but I think it's actually more precisely the top of this move right here. In any case, we're not going to talk about target so much, but I want to show how you came down in March, you bottomed in August, and since August, you've been accumulating, and you can count that accumulation from Wyckoff theory, from Elliott wave theory, or from pattern analysis. Sometimes it's not super easy to see the pattern, like in Blur, but that's what I'm seeing here. This is very nice. Again, another example, Polkadot. March came down from this high, okay? A high of 12 in March of this year. came all the way down in this nasty impulse, okay? And since then, you can count 3 pairs of three corrective pairs. This is one corrective pair. That's a flat correction. This is 2 corrective pairs. That's another flat correction, right? You can see that. That's like a head and shoulders flat correction. And this is my 3rd pair, another flat correction, making a lower low. And I think what's going to happen on this daily time frame is that once this starts moving, you're going to see this K and D line cross, and you're going to see your quintessential bullish divergence on the daily for Polkadot. But that's what I'm seeing. Basically, August lows, you had that consolidation in this range. You're at the bottom of the range. I mean, these are beautiful buys, not financial advice, but these are absolutely gorgeous buys. For instance, if one were to buy in this region and the next likely target was indeed $7 or $8 for Polkadot, that's 100% move in Polkadot, right? And that's likely to happen quite soon because all indications are that this channel is finished, okay? I'm going to give a few more examples. DYDX, same shit. March came all the way down. From there, you have your orthodox low happen in August. From August, you can count 1 pair of corrections, 2 pairs of corrections. Actually, my 2nd pair is right here. I think this is hard to read these, but I think it looks like this. Do you see that? So you have a composed flat correction here. And then I think my last pair or my pivot was right here. Again, I think what you're going to do is once you start going, this K and D line on the daily is going to cross. You're going to get your confirmed bullish divergence. You see how you made that lower low that I was talking to you about yesterday? The lower low? That lower low is exactly what you see when you're grabbing liquidity before the launch. That's your spring, okay? And again, I mean, these targets are 100%, 100+% away. You know, DYDX is 170% away as my personal target, okay? Same thing in Hook, right? Boom, from March, bottomed out in, again, August or July. August was the nominal bottom. I think I started counting my AB bases in July. But you can see here, I think I put 1 pair, 2 pairs. I think my 3rd pair of AB basing comes here. And you're going to put in Hook, something like this, which reminds you of a W bottom, okay? I think my 3rd corrective wave is this zigzag here that comes back to retest the tops of this. This is speculative, but in any case, there's a high likelihood that this moves in this way from there, okay? KDA, same thing. Litentry, very beautiful example. I mean, look at this. This is very, very nice. March all the way down to August. From August, boom, 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 boom. You have a nice lower low right here, grabbing liquidity from below where it's been trading for the past few months, and boom, you rock it up. That's a classic spring. That's a classic spring. All right, Ren, same thing. Here's the support that most people were looking at, right? Most people thought this was support for many months. This was support. And all of a sudden you break below it, must be going down to 0, right? No, that's exactly what you see before big moves up. That is a capture of liquidity. That's called a Wyckoff spring. You should not be surprised. That's exactly what we talked about yesterday. So this is what I'm seeing throughout the market, throughout the altcoin market. Bitcoin seems to have bottomed. These altcoins on the smaller time frame, they look like they're doing mini consolidations before starting this move. Do not be surprised if the altcoin space starts printing. Maybe sometime this week, sometime next week, but more likely than not, sometime this week, starts printing triple-digit gains. Triple-digit gains. Okay? Triple-digit gains in altcoins from what I'm seeing on the high time frame. And then on the smaller time frame, given sort of the moves, right? Synthetics, very nice example of, again, a March declension, right? From March coming all the way down in this heinous impulse. And you can see there's a very clean resistance, diagonal descending resistance. You hit your head on it. That's your first corrective pattern or corrective pair. This is your second corrective pair. I think this is your third corrective pair. And that was done. And this went below your perceived support level. You hit a spring right here. And that's when you rocket up. Okay, this is what I'm seeing on the charts, right? This is kind of pattern trading 101. You're Sheldon the sniper, descending. He loves this kind of like descending diagonal resistance, right? Triangle resistance, right? Boom. You hit your head right here. You come back and you go. This is what I'm seeing in the market. And once this starts going on, expect for us to just rinse and repeat. You trade the breakout, you take profit for the retest, you reinvest, you do it again. Trade the breakout, take profit, wait for the retracement, reinvest, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat for as long as the bull market keeps giving. Yeah? So this is what I'm seeing on these beautiful charts. Okay, last but not least, Zilliqa. We can see that we also, once again, have a diagonal resistance here. You have a breakout, but you hit your head on the diagonal resistance. That's your first pair of correctional pairs. Your second, I think, is right here. And then this is your last one. You came down below where you were before. So you hit your spring, you got your liquidity, and boom. This is on the smaller time frame. Let's jump down into the hourly and look at it. So on the hourly time frame, what's it look like? Well, you can see there's a nice, because this happens on every time frame. It's time frame agnostic. What you're going to see is 2 degrees of baby basing and a pivot here. You're going to see a nice range, and you're probably going to get that spring again, and on a smaller time frame, and then break out. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if that breakout happened in the beginning of next week, Monday or Tuesday, election day, and then you get your triple digit gains. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing in the market. I think Bitcoin has bottomed. I think altcoins are likely to surprise a lot of people, because I don't know how many people have us doing triple digit gains in altcoins this coming week, or next week at the latest. So that's all I've got. That's my Sunday update. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's poised to make great gains in this market that has been very stingy for quite some time. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.